How did you fund it? What did you achieve? And where does it stand today? You can open your eyes now. My name is Thomas Calhoun Jr., and I'm the author of the book Something's Missing and the founder of NFASI, a virtual innovation ecosystem for women and minority startups. Think of us as Silicon Valley in the cloud. We help innovators overcome the challenges you were just envisioning a second ago when I asked those questions. The entirety of this event revolves around the ability to take an idea and execute on it in the marketplace. Except not everyone has equal access to the resources needed to successfully execute. That's where we come in. Winning this competition is critical for NFASI's survival, as well as my own financial well-being. But more importantly, it's critical for all the ideas that never made it to this stage. Thank you.
Unbelievable. He has that believable voice, right? How many people went to HBCU? Make some noise. Please give it up for Thomas Calhoun Jr. HBCU, man. Yeah.
Check it out. 1.8 billion. That's the actual number of people in the global African and Latino diaspora. 600. That's the actual approximate number of people that applied to Techstars Atlanta this year. 5. That's the actual number of people, black startups that applied to Techstars this year. And these are all worldwide. 2. That's the actual number of black people in America that are unemployed for every white person that's unemployed. 1. That's the percentage of venture capital that black startups get annually.
Less than that.
And 0. That's the actual amount of black people that got accepted at Techstars Atlanta this year, Atlanta. I know that for sure because I was one of those 5.
Where they at? They not in here. Hey.
So what we have here is a failure to communicate, a failure to educate, and a failure to activate. But that's what gave me the opportunity to innovate. And so I created NFASI. As you saw, a virtual innovation ecosystem for the black and Latino startups. So we all know what the problem is. The people who have the greatest need for entrepreneurship, innovation, and community development actually have the least access to the capital, the mentorship, and the thought partnership necessary for startup success. Simply put, there's no Techstars in West Baltimore, or in the south side of Chicago, or in Norfolk, Virginia, where I'm from. All right? Spartan Leisure was good. All right? So, but there are HBCUs in these areas.
That's right.
Right? So what we intend to do is to become a virtual intersection of Black Wall Street and Silicon Valley. Right? And we're going to deploy NFASI at every MSI, HBCU, and PBI across the country and eventually the world, transforming those campuses and the surrounding communities into innovation hubs. So we all know that this challenge is super complex, and the world is complex as well. However, our solution is very simple. Right? We make money by more efficiently and effectively connecting innovators, intellectuals, implementers, and investors on one platform. So currently we're running a freemium business model, and anyone can sign up right now for free. But we're hyper-focused on creating the strategic partnerships that's necessary to actually accelerate our user adoption. So here's a little bit of what we've done so far. Just this past May, we partnered with Thurgood Marshall College Fund, and they had a hackathon and an innovation boot camp right here in Atlanta. Tomorrow, I have a meeting with the National Black MBA Association to work on partnering with them for pitch contests in the future. Also, I partnered with my alma mater for undergrad, Norfolk State University, and I went to UVA, Wahoo Wahoo. Right? For grad school. So, the team that we've built so far has what we'll call a kick-ass web application developer, graphic layout designer, PhD data scientist, me, a complex system analyst, and a web service security guy. So our competition should definitely look out. They would be like Gust, F6S, Code Mentor, Co-Founders Lab. But together with over 50 years of combined experience in this domain, we are, 1 minute. So, I'll leave you with this question. Actually, when did black people stop innovating? Never. Was it after the pyramids? Was it after the gas mask, or the stoplight, or ice cream, or the almanac? Or was it after we completely disrupted the blood transfusion process? We never stopped innovating. We just stopped it. We never got compensated for what we did.
That's right. That's real right.
What I'm going to do is to partner with Lite and Damon John and truly make entrepreneurship democratized. Which means that anybody with an idea anywhere in the world, all they need is an idea and an internet connection. And they can effectively get their product and services to market.
Hey.
Thomas Calhoun Jr., ladies and gentlemen.
Okay. Third presentation, I'm going to start with Everett.
That was inspiring, man. Just coming from me, I'm someone who had to bootstrap 3 of the companies that I've started because I couldn't get venture capital and people to support me. I really appreciate that. You mentioned that you guys are at a freemium model at this point, and I definitely see that you want to scale and grow that user base before trying to bring, revenue into that model. But what are your plans in the future that you can see as far as generating revenue for Foxy?
So actually, I started this idea with a Word document 2.5 years ago, right? And I just went around and helped other startups get going using my Word document, and then I used the information from that to build my first prototype. It cost me about $9,000. Then I put it out in the wild, sent an email to like 80 of my friends and people I knew. About a third of them signed up. And I noticed when they signed up, I knew some of them, a lot of them, and all of them, honestly, but I knew some of them had ideas, but they didn't work on it. So I couldn't figure out why. So I set up interviews with each one of them. And when I set up these customer interviews, what I found was that as long as I was sitting with them, they would actually work through their idea. And so I actually started charging them for sitting with them. And that's how I figured out that the model really wasn't to just put an idea out there, to put the platform out there and let people go by itself, but you actually really needed the mentorship. That was really the key. And so, but I knew that me doing it, I couldn't scale it, right? So I said, I needed an external demand function, so that's why I want to partner with HBCUs and other places that already have trained talent to be able to do that. Once I'm able to scale and get more people on the platform, then how much money, here's another point. Just this past February, I went down to Black Tech Week in Miami, and it cost me probably all total about $1,100 to $1,200 for that. I came out with 0 connections, right? So what we want to do is make that more efficient, right? That was 0
connections.
Well, I had business cards. Yeah. 0. I got business cards, but I didn't move the ball forward when I started. That's the point. And so we have to be able to. Startups have to be able to connect with people they need to get their ideas off the ground for less than $1,100 or for less than $250. So making warm introductions is where I think they're going to be the biggest opportunity.
All right, I have a lot of questions, but I want these guys to get into it. But thank you.
Thank you for the pitch. This is a very interesting idea and concept because obviously a lot of people here can probably resonate with the problem that you're solving. My business partner and friend and I, we have participated in accelerator programs and incubators, so I think we have some decent experience with how those programs run. So what I'm interested in hearing from you is, what do you think is most compelling about Nafasi, being that it's going to be in the cloud or virtual incubator versus, what Techstars or Y Combinator, some of these other accelerators provide, where you are working in person at their facility, benefiting from their resources in real time?
It's a great question. So, as it turns out, I met Tyler Scriven, the managing director for Techstars Atlanta, and when I was here in Atlanta in May. And he said the reason that I didn't get in because I wasn't at $100,000 in revenue. So my question to you is, what is the likelihood of a business that has someone that doesn't have any connection can get to $100,000 in revenue just to get into Techstars?
1 minute.
So we're not actually competing with Techstars. We're a breeding ground for Techstars. Right? Our goal is to connect you with the people to help you build a team so that you will be able to get into Techstars or Y Combinator or even Boomtown out in Colorado.
Right.
Great pitch. I think you have a real opportunity here.
The Fosse means opportunity in Swahili, by the way.
You better tell them.
I was really impressed, and I think this is a critical mission. My one question is, obviously the mentorship part is important. How are you going about sourcing and vetting good mentors?
So, it's two parts. I only have a minute. So one, the partnerships that we're trying to create. So the National Black MBA, I have a meeting with them tomorrow. So they obviously have MBA folks. And on the platform, you can apply to be a mentor, but you have to have a meeting with one of us so that we can get a feel for who you are and what you've done.
All right, time's up.